11th class, 5th chapter, complex numbers and quadratic equations. In our PUC board, the weightage of this chapter is 9 marks. One mark question, one 2 marks question, two 3 marks questions. Total 9 marks. Now, in 10th class already we studied about linear equation in one variable and two variables and quadratic equation. The roots of the quadratic equation, the factorization, everything we studied in 10th class. Now, see the solution, one of the quadratic equation I am taking x square plus 1. X square plus 1 equal to 0. This is the one of the quadratic equation. What is the general form of quadratic equation? Ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 is the general form of the quadratic equation. The roots are x equals to minus b plus r minus square root of b square minus 4ac under root by 2a. These are the roots of the quadratic equation. See, this is the x square plus 1 equal to 0 also one of the quadratic equation. When you solve this one, x square is equals to, we are getting minus 1. X is equals to square root of minus 1. He knows that the square root is exists for only positive real numbers. Up to 10th class, we knows the square root is exist for only positive real numbers. That means here x square plus 1 equal to 0 doesn't have real roots, right? Because x equal to square root of minus 1 does not exist. Means this equation doesn't having positive real roots. So that means this equation, this kind of equation we are not solving. Not only this one, which is the discriminant b square minus 4ac is less than 0, then the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 does not having real roots, right? Real roots. So these kind of equations, that means for example x square plus x plus 1 equal to 0. The find this one b square minus 4ac value is less than 0 only. This is equal to minus 3 we are getting. Minus 3 is less than 0. So this equation also does not having real roots, right? And this equation also does not have real roots. So how we are solving these kind of equations? So for the extension of solving the quadratic equation which does not having real roots, they introduced complex number. So what is the complex number? You see now, complex number. Complex number is so square root of minus 1 that defined as I, the square root of minus 1 defined as small I, that implies I square is equal to what? Minus 1. I square is equal to minus 1. Remember once, what is that? Square root of minus 1 we denoted by I. Square root of minus 1, what we are denoting as I. And if the number in the form of a plus ib, here a comma b belongs to R. A comma b belongs to R is called quadratic, is called complex number. What is that? if the number in the form of a plus ib, here a comma b belongs to R, is called complex number. Usually complex numbers, they are denoted by z. They are denoted by z. So z is equal to a plus ib. A plus ib. What is the I? I is equal to square root of minus 1. Right? Now these roots are x is equals to I. When we remove the x square, we are getting plus r. That means x is equals to plus r minus I are the roots of this equation. Now, see now, if two complex numbers are equal, that means a1 plus ib1 is equals to, otherwise a plus ib is equal to c plus ib, if and only if a is equal to c and b is equal to d. Remember this one. What is that? Two complex numbers a plus ib, c plus id are equal. Then a equal to c and b equals to d. Next, here a is called real part of the z. A is the, in the complex number a plus ib, a is called what? Real part of the complex number z. Real part of z is a, b is called imaginary part. What is the a? A is the real part. What is the b? Imaginary part. So real part we are denoted by re of z is equal to a. Re means real part of z is a, and imaginary part of z is b. That means two complex numbers are equal, then the real parts and imaginary parts must be equal. This is the definition of complex number and the conditions. And see, all the real numbers are complex numbers, but converse need not be true. See, for example, number 2 is there. Number 2, how are writing? 2 plus I into 0. Here 2 comma 0 are real numbers. 2 plus I into 0, it is in the form of a plus ib. So it is the complex number. Right? All the real numbers are complex numbers also. Remember this one. Next, you give some answers now. What is the square root of minus 3? What is the square root of minus 2? What is the square root of minus 4? What is the square root of minus 5? Minus 6 dash. This square root is equal to what? Square root of minus 2 is equal to, I am writing square root of minus 1 into 2. Root a into b is equals to root a into root b. So square root of minus 1 into square root of 2. So square root of minus 1 is equals to I. So I root 2. Square root of minus 2 is equals to I root 2. Similarly, square root of minus 3 is equals to I root 3. Square root of minus 4 equal to I root 4. I root 4 nothing but I into 2, nothing but 2I. Square root of minus 5 is equals to I root 5. Square root of minus 6 is equals to I root 6. I root 6. Right? This is the answer. This is our square root of negative of real numbers. So what we are getting? Square root of, similarly, square root of minus a. Minus a is equals to I into root a. So substitute a values. Taking a, then we are getting same form. Right? This is Again you see, what is the definition of complex number? If the number in the form of a plus ib, where a comma b belongs to R, is called complex number. Usually it is denoted by z, therefore z is equal to a plus ib. Here what is the I? I is equal to square root of minus 1. What is the A? A is the real part of z. What is the B? Imaginary part of z. Two complex numbers are equal, then real parts are equal and imaginary parts are equal. Right? Next, every real number is a complex number. Every real number you can write as a complex number. And square root of minus 2 equal to I root 2, square root of minus 3 is I root 3, square root of minus 4 is 2i. Next to square root of minus 5 equal to I root 5, square root of minus equal to I root 6. Similarly, square root of minus a is equal to I root a. Square root of minus 9, 3i. Square root of minus 16, 4i. Square root of minus 25, 5i. So you remember these. Right? Next to examples. What are the examples of complex numbers? You see some examples of complex numbers. 2 plus 3i, root 2 minus 3i. Next to 2 by 3 plus root 3 into I. Next to 2i. Next to I. These are all examples of complex numbers. These are all examples of complex numbers. Right? These are all examples of complex numbers. Next, we have some one example. Based on this, we will solve it. Example number 1. If 4x plus I into 3x minus y equal to 3 plus I into minus 6, where x and y are real numbers, then find the values of x and y. See how we are solving this one. Solution: 4x plus I into 3x minus y is equal to 3 plus I into minus 6. Right? Now, this is in the form of a plus id is equal to c plus id. Then what is the condition? A equal to c, that means real parts are equal, and b equal to d, that means imaginary parts are equal. Now, equating real and imaginary parts. Imaginary parts of the above equation. What is the real part here? 4. What? 4x. What is the imaginary part here? 3. And the real part. What is the real part? 4x. What is the real part here? 3. So equal. Now equate imaginary parts. What is the imaginary part of left side? 3x minus y. Imaginary part nothing but I coefficient. Equal to imaginary part of right side, that is in this I coefficient minus 6. Now from this x is equal to what? 3 by 4. Now you substitute x value. X is 3 by 4. That is 3 into 3 by 4 minus y is equal to minus 6. 3 3s are 9 by 4 minus 6 is taken outside, plus 6 is equal to y. So y is equal to 4 LCM 9 plus 6, that is 15 by 4. Therefore, x is equal to 3 by 4, comma y is equal to 15 by 4 are the answers. Understood? This is the solution of example number 1. Right? Next, algebra of complex numbers. In this, we are discussing the addition of two complex numbers, the subtraction of two complex numbers, multiplication of two complex numbers, next to division of two complex numbers. These we will discuss in this algebra of complex numbers. First one, addition of two complex numbers. Say z1 is equals to a plus ib and z2 is equals to c plus id are two complex numbers. Here ABC belongs to R. The addition of two complex numbers is denoted by z1 plus z2, and z1 plus z2 is equals to a plus b plus I into b plus b. What is that? C plus d. What is that? Z1 comma Z2 are two complex numbers. The addition of two complex numbers is denoted by Z1 plus Z2. Z1 plus Z2 is equals to a plus b plus I into c plus d. How you see? Very simple. Just Z1, just like numbers only. So, what is the Z1? A plus ib. Z2 c plus id. Then what am I writing? A plus c. Real parts. Plus in these two terms I is common. Here a plus c, b plus c. I is common. B plus t. Right? This is our answer. Simple one. What is that? Z is Z1 equal to a plus ib, Z2 equal to c plus id are two complex numbers. Then the addition of the complex number denoted by Z1 plus Z2. Z1 plus Z2 is equal to a plus c plus I into b plus b. How we got to say Z1 plus Z2? I substitute Z1 and Z2. First you write real parts, that is a plus c. Next to in these imaginary parts, I is common, remaining is b plus c. That's it. Example Z1 is equals to 3 plus 4i. Z2 is equals to 5 plus 8i. Find Z1 plus Z2. That is Z1 plus Z2 is equal to 3 plus 4i plus 5 plus 8i. 3 plus 5 is 8 plus 4i plus 8i. That is equal to 12. Let's see. Like this, we are writing addition. Right? Next, addition of two complex numbers satisfies closure. That means Z1 comma Z2 are two complex numbers belongs to capital C. Complex number belongs to capital C. That implies Z1 plus Z2 also belongs to complex number. That means Z1 comma Z2 are complex number. Then addition of two complex numbers is also complex number. That is our closure. It satisfies the commutative. That is Z1 plus Z2 is equal to Z2 plus Z1. Right? What are the Z1 Z2? Z1 comma Z2 are two complex numbers. It satisfies the commutative law. That is Z1 plus Z2 equal to Z2 plus Z2. It satisfies associative law. Here Z1, Z2, Z3 are three complex numbers. Then Z1 plus Z2 half plus Z3 is equals to Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3. Right? This is that means complex number satisfies addition of the complex numbers satisfies associative law. Next, existence of additive identity. Z2 plus 0 is equals to Z is equal to 0 plus Z. Here 0 is called identity, additive identity of complex number. 0 complex number or not? It is a complex number. 0 equal to how I write it? 0 plus I into 0. It is in the form of a plus I. So it is a complex number. Right? So Z plus 0 equal to Z equal to 0 plus Z. Here 0 is called additive identity of complex numbers. Next to existence of additive inverse. Listen carefully. This one, based on this we have one mark question also. You see, Z2 plus otherwise Z1 plus Z2 is equal to 0 equal to Z2 plus Z1, then Z2 is called additive inverse of Z1, that is Z2 is equals to minus Z. Z2 is equals to minus Z. Similarly, the additive inverse of Z is equal to minus Z. That is A plus IB. Additive inverse is minus of A plus IB. That is equal to minus A minus IB. This is the additive inverse. Otherwise, how we write here? Z1 plus minus Z2 is equal to 0 equal to minus Z2 plus Z1. Here minus Z1 is the additive inverse of Z1. Therefore, Z1 equals to minus Z1. So, this is the additive inverse. What is the additive inverse? What is the additive inverse of 2 plus 3i? What is the additive inverse? Minus 2 minus 3i. What is the additive inverse of minus 2 plus 3i? Just to multiply with minus. What we are getting? 2 minus 3i. Right? What is the additive inverse of 2 minus 3i? Just to multiply with minus. So what we are getting? Minus 2 plus 3i. These are additive inverse. What is the additive inverse of minus 2 minus 3i? That is 2 plus 3i. Right? This is the additive inverse. Okay? This is the complete addition of two complex number definition and the properties. Now we will see difference of complex numbers. Difference of two complex numbers. See, Z1 is A plus IB, Z2 is equal to C plus IB are two complex numbers. Then the difference of complex numbers, the difference from Z1 to Z2 is denoted by Z1 minus Z2 is equals to Z1 minus Z2. It is defined as Z1 minus Z2 is equals to A minus C plus I into B minus B. How we got is one is Z1 minus Z2 is equals to, what is the Z1? A plus I minus, what is the Z2? C minus C plus ID. That is A plus ID minus C minus ID. Now real parts A minus C plus I is common in this imaginary parts. I is common, B minus B. This is the difference of the complex numbers. See, we will take one example. Z1 is equals to 3 plus 5i. Z2 is equals to 2 plus 4i. Find Z1 minus Z2. That is Z1 minus Z2 is equal to 3 plus 5i minus 2 minus 2 plus 4i. That is 3 plus 5i minus 2 minus 4i. 3 minus 2 is 1 plus 5i minus 4i is I. This is the Z1 minus Z2. Just find Z2 minus by using this formula also we are getting. Otherwise just better to do general method. How we simplify multiply expressions. So like that you do this. So this is the difference of complex numbers. Next to the same properties what we discussed in additive inverse, same follows difference of complex numbers also, right? Next to multiplication of two complex numbers. Next to multiplication of two complex numbers. See, Z1 equal to A plus IB, Z2 equal to C plus ID are two complex numbers. The multiplication of these complex numbers denoted by Z1 into Z2 and it is equals to AC minus BD plus I into AD plus BC. This is the definition. See how we got this one, you see, proof Z1 into Z2. What is the Z1? A plus IB. What is the Z2? C plus IB. You take the product now A into C, AC plus A into ID, I into A, otherwise A. Next to plus IB into C, IBC. Next to IB into ID, that is I equal I square B. So this is equal to AC. In these two terms, I is common. So what is the remaining? AD plus BC. And I square is equal to what? I square equal to -1. So -1 into BD minus B. Now this is equal to first and last two the right ones. AC minus BD because these are real parts plus I into AD plus BC. AD plus BC. This is okay. So like this we got this one. Otherwise by using this formula also we can find the product of two complex numbers, right? Next to take one example and solve this. For example, Z1 is equal to 2 plus 3i, Z2 is equal to 4 plus 5i. Now Z1 into Z2 you can find from the formula, otherwise a general method. First we use by formula how we are solving this thing. Z1 Z2 is equal to A into C. Here this is the A, this one is D, this is C, this is D. That means A equal to 2, B equal to 3, C equal to 4, D equal to 5. AC, that is 2 into 4 minus BD 3 into 5 plus I into AD 2 into 5 plus BC 3 into 4. 3 into 4. This is 2 4s are 8 minus 15 plus I into 2 5s are 10 next to 3 4s are 12. This is 8 minus 15 minus 7 plus I into this is 20. This is the otherwise Z1 into Z2 is equal to alternate method. Just to take 2 plus 3i into 4 plus 5i. This is equals to 2 4s are 8 plus 2 into 5i total 10i. Next to 3i into 4 12i. Next to 3i into 5i 15i square. This is equals to 8 plus 10i plus 12i 22i plus 15 into minus I square equal to -1. So 15 into -1 minus 15 because I square value is -1. So 8 minus 15 is -7 plus I into 22. In the both methods we got same. But instead of remembering this formula, we are going to use it is general form, right? This is the multiplication of complex numbers. See now the properties of multiplication of two complex numbers. The multiplication of complex numbers satisfies closure. That means Z1 comma Z2 are two complex numbers. Then the product of complex numbers also complex number. These are Z1 comma Z2 belongs to C. That implies Z1 into Z2 also belongs to C. These are closure. Next, commutative. So, product of otherwise the multiplication of complex number satisfies commutative. What is that? Z1 into Z2 is equals to Z2 into Z1. Next, the product of multiplication of complex numbers satisfies associative. That is Z1 into Z2 of Z3 is equal to z1 of z2 into z2. Next, existence of identity. Existence of identity. Z into 1 by z is equals to 1. So here 1 by z is the multiplicative identity. Multiplicative, existence of multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity. So z into 1 by z is equals to 1. Z into 1 by z is equals to 1. Multiplicative identity is here. This one. Z into 1 is equal to z is equals to 1 into z. Here 1 is called multiplicative identity of complex numbers. What is that? Existence of multiplicative identity. Z into 1 is equal to z. That is equals to 1 into z. So here 1 is called multiplicative identity. 1 is called what? Multiplicative identity. Next, existence of additive inverse. This one important, you see. Z into 1 by z is equals to 1. Here 1 by z is multiplicative existence of multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse. So 1 by z is called multiplicative inverse of z. The multiplicative inverse, therefore the multiplicative inverse of z is equal to z inverse, otherwise 1 by z. Right? So 1 by z is equal to what I am writing this? 1 by z is equal to, say, z is equal to a plus ib. Then 1 by z is equal to 1 by a plus ib. This is equal to a plus ib is there. After that we know what is the conjugate of complex number. Just to remember once. This one we multiply divide with nothing, just to remember this one. Next topic after the exercise we have the conjugate of the complex number. Conjugate of the complex numbers also we know. Otherwise remember this, z is equal to a plus ib. The conjugate of complex number is denoted by z bar. Z bar is equal to a minus ib. What is that? Z is equal to a plus ib is a complex number, and its conjugate of the complex number is denoted by z bar, z upon line, z bar, and it is defined as a minus ib. For example, you see, z is equal to 2 plus 3i. Then z bar is equal to 2 minus 3i. Just so in imaginary part, you change the sign. If it is plus, you write as minus. If it is minus, you write as plus. You see, this is the example. Example number 2, z is equal to 2 minus 3i is there. Then z bar is equal to 2 plus 3i. For example, third one, z is equal to minus 2 plus 3i. Z bar is equal to minus 2 minus 3i. So there, don't change the real part, just change the sign in imaginary part only. Fourth one, z is equal to minus 2 minus 3. Z bar is equal to minus 2 plus 3i. You observe these examples easily. You will understood the conjugate of complex numbers, right? This is the conjugate of complex numbers. Now, coming to our multiplicative inverse. What I am writing is here, z is equal to a plus ib. Z Z is equal to A plus IB multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse is equals to what? 1 by Z. Is equals to 1 by Z. To substitute 1 by Z, that is 1 by A plus IB. That next to 1 by A plus IB, just you multiply, divide its conjugate number. That is A minus IB by A minus IB. 1 into A minus IB, A minus IB, denominator in the form of A plus B into A minus B. So A square minus B square. A square minus IB whole square here. In place of B, IB. So this is equal to A minus IB by A square minus, this is I square B square. Next to this is equal to A minus IB by A square minus I square value minus 1 into B square. That is A minus IB by A square minus into minus plus B square. This is equal to A square by A square plus B square plus I into minus B by A square plus B square. That is multiplicative inverse of A plus IB is equal to A square by A by A square plus B square plus I into B by A square plus B square. You remember this one? We have only this formula only. Why I explain this one? How we got this one? Why we are writing the multiplicative inverse is A by A square plus B square plus I into minus B by A square plus B square. For that reason only I explained this one, right? Just you have to remember the multiplicative inverse of A plus IB is A by A square plus B square plus minus B plus I into minus B by A square plus B square. This is the multiplicative inverse of complex numbers, right? Next last one in this sixth one also is there. What is that? The multiplication of two complex numbers satisfies distributive laws also. That is left distributive law, right distributive. What is that you see? Z1 into Z2 plus Z3 is equal to Z1 Z2 plus Z1 Z3. Just you take the product Z1 into Z2 plus Z1 into Z3. This is the left distributive law. Right distributive law, Z1 plus Z2 into Z3. Here multiplication where it is right side, here left side. So it is left distributive. It is the right side, so it is the right distributive. This is equals to Z1 into Z3 plus Z2 into Z3. Right? These are the, that means the multiplication of complex numbers satisfies distributive laws also. Next division of two complex numbers. This is the fourth one. Division of two complex numbers. Two complex numbers. Division of two complex numbers. See, Z1 comma Z2 are two complex numbers. The division of two complex numbers is Z1 by Z2, Z1 by Z2, or Z1 into 1 by Z2. This is the division of two complex numbers. Next, let Z1 is equal to A plus IB, Z2 is equal to C plus IB. Then Z1 by Z2 is equals to Z1 by Z2 is equals to Z1 by Z2 is equal to A plus IB by C plus IB. This is the division of two complex numbers. See, you take one example how we are dividing the two complex numbers. That means the complex after the division or after the multiplication, after the addition, after the differentiation, the complex numbers always we are presenting in standard form. What standard form of the complex number? What is the standard form of the complex number? Nothing but a plus ib. If a complex number in the form of a plus ib, that is the standard form of the complex number, because the complex number defined as a plus ib only. So every number we need to present in that form only. You take one example. This is a textbook example. 6 plus z1 equals 6 plus 3, and z2 is equals to 2 minus I. Find the z1 by z2 is the question. Find z1 by z2 is the question. How we are finding? You see, z1 by z2 is equal to z1 has 6 plus 3, z2 is 2 minus I. How we are finding this one? Just to denominator what 2 minus I. Just multiply and divide with its conjugate number. What is its conjugate? 2 plus I by 2 plus I. Just you take the product now. 6 plus 3 multiply and divide with 2 plus I. Now you multiply 6 into 2, 12 plus 6 into I, 6I, plus 3I into 2, 6I, plus 3I into I, 3I square. Denominator in the form of a plus b, a minus b into a plus b. Nothing but a square minus b square. So 2 square minus I square. This is 12 plus 6I plus 6I, 12I. 3 into I square, 3 into I square value minus 1. But 2 square is equals to 4 minus I square is equal to minus 1. That is 12 plus 12I. 3 minus 1, 3 into minus 1, so minus 3. By 4 plus 1. This is equals to 12 minus 3 is 9 plus 12I. By 4 plus 1 is 5. This is equals to 9 by 5 plus I into 12 by 5. So this is the method to find division of two complex numbers. Understood? This is the method to find division of two complex numbers. Okay, next continuation we will see in next video. The power of I. You see, we have only two topics, then we have examples. We will finish those two topics in this video only. Power of I. What is the power of I? We know that already we discussed I square is equal to minus 1, right? I cube is equals to what we are getting, you see. I cube is equals to I square into I. I square value is minus 1 into I, that is minus I. Next, I to the power of 4 is I to the power of 4 is equals to I square into I square value minus 1, I square value minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1. I to the power of 5. I to the power of 5, how we are writing, you see? I to the power of 4 into 1, I to the power of 4 is equals to 1 into I. This is equals to I. If you write I power 6, I power of 6 is equals to I power of 5 into I power of 5 is equals to I into I is equals to I square is equal to minus 1. So like this, we can find the powers of I. See, what is the general form? I to the power of 4, what they taking k. I to the power of 4k is always 1. How you see? I to the power of 4 is equals to 1. I power of 4 is equals to what we got? 1. You take both sides power k. What is the k? K is an integer. k is the integer. So I to the power of 4, that is 1 to the power. This is I to the power of 4k is equals to 1. Like that, I to the power of 4k is equals to 1. That means I power multiples of 4, that is always is equals to 1. I to the power of 2000, that is equals to 1 only. I to the power of 2020, that is equals to 1 only, because 2020 is the 2020 is the multiple of 4, so it is the 1. I to the power of 20, I to the power of 16, I to the power of 8, I to the power of 24, all are equals to 1 only. Next, I to the power of 4k plus 1 is equals to I to the power of 4k plus 2 is equals to minus 1. I to the power of 4k plus 3 is equals to minus I. You remember this. I to the power of 4k plus 4, that is the multiple of 4 again. That is 1. Right? So these you have to remember. For example, find I to the power of 2021. How we are finding this? This is equals to I to the power of, so 2020 plus 1. So I to the power of 2020 is equals to 4 into 505 plus 1. This is equals to I to the power of 4 into 505. So plus 1. So it is in the form of I to the power of 4k. Here k is the integer. 505 also integer. So I to the power of 4 into 505 plus 1. That means it is in the form of I to the power of 4k plus 1. So that is equals to I. The value is equals to I. Like this we are finding. See, what is the I power of minus 1? This is equals to 1 by I. 1 by I is equals to, this is to multiply and divide into minus I. This is equal to minus I by I into minus I square. I minus 1 is we can see. I by I square is equals to minus 1. This is minus I. Therefore, I power of minus 1 is equals to minus I. Next to I power of minus 2. This is equals to 1 by I square. 1 by I square is equals to minus 1, so minus 1. So you don't get confusion if I powers are negative. Just a power of minus m is equal to 1 by a power of m. After that we simplify. Like this we have simplified. Right? These are the powers of y. Just you remember these 4. From these 4, sometimes they are asking in competitive also. I to the power of 4k 1, I to the power of 4k plus 1, I to the power of 4k plus 2, minus I to the power of 4k plus 3, minus I to the power of 4k plus 2, minus I to the power of 4k plus 1, I to the power of 4k 1, I to the power of 4k plus 3, minus I. Remember these. Next row. The square root of negative real number already we discussed in the starting of this video. Then simple square root of minus 3 is equals to 3 into I square. Minus 1 in place of minus 1. Otherwise 3 into minus 1 the right ones. Or minus 1 into 3. Minus 1 into 3. So square root of minus 1 into square root of 3. So this is equals to I into 3. Similarly, I square root of minus 4 equal to I root 4, nothing but I into root 2, that is root 2I. Square root of minus 5 is equal to I root 5. Square root of minus 6 is equal to I root 6. Then square root of minus 8 is equal to I root 8. Right? Next, we remember once square root of AB is square root of AB is real if a greater than 0 and b greater than 0, or a less than 0, a less than 0 and b less than 0. A into b, when it is real, the product of two numbers is real. When those are positive, greater than 0, is a b is that means square root is real, right? Square root is real. So square root of a real number is real when the product is positive. What is the positive? Greater than 0. A greater than 0, b greater than 0. The product is positive, a b greater than 0. So this the square root is existing, that is the real number. When both a and b are negative, that means 2 into 3, so that is equal to root 6. It is existing. So minus 2 into minus 3. So this is root 6. Minus and minus plus 2 into 3 is 6. So existing. If a equal to 0 or b equal to 0, then square root ab is equal to 0. If a equal to 0, 0 into b 0, square root of 0 is 0. That means the square root of ab is 0, means no need to a and b equal to 0. If any one of value is 0, then the product is 0. The square root also 0. Otherwise, both are equal to 0 also, it is 0. Right? A equal to 0 or b equal to 0 or a and b equal to 0. Then square root of ab is 0. Right? Next, we have some identities. Same like as real numbers, we have some complex numbers. Complex numbers divided by z. So z1 plus z2 whole square is equal to, how we are writing z1 plus z2 into z1 plus z2, z1 plus z2 into z1 plus z2. z1 plus z2 you take as 1 z3. You apply now left distributor. What is that? z3 into z1 plus z2 means z3 into z1 plus z3 into z2. So similarly, z1 plus z2 into z1 plus z1 plus z2 into z3. You take the product now from the distributor. I will get this one. z1 into z1, z1 square plus z2 into z1. Next one plus z1 into z1 into z2, z1 into z2 plus z1 into z1, z2 into z2, z2 square. And the product of the complex numbers follows the commutative one. So z1 z2 equal to z2 z1. So z1 square plus z1 z2 plus z1 z2, 2z1 z2 plus z2 square. Similarly, you can write as z1 minus z2 whole square. What is that? z1 square minus 2 z1 z2 plus z2 square. Next, z1 plus z2 whole cube is equal to z1 cube plus 3z1 square into z2 plus 3z1 into z2 square. Next, plus z2 cube. If it is minus, here minus we are getting, here plus, here minus. Alright? So these are identity of complex numbers. Based on we have some example problems, we will solve now examples.